Hey crafters, welcome back to my channel Because I'm Crafty. My name's Katelyn and today I'm going to do another monthly roundup. So I'm going to let you guys know what I made in August and what some of my September plans are. So if you haven't seen my 2,000 subscriber giveaway / update video, you will know that a lot of uncontrolled things happened in August, and surprisingly enough I did actually make a lot of the things that I had planned for August. So I'm going to start going through them, and it's probably going to seem like a lot, but I'm going to try and go quickly as possible. So one of the first two things I made were jumpsuits. So I made the Abby jumpsuit from the Smiley Girls, and I mixed the Rosie dress and the Ultimate Culottes from So Over It, and I hacked them together to make a jumpsuit. So if you guys haven't seen that video, I'm not sure if I'm going to post that before this one or after, but I did film a video just talking about those two jumpsuits together. But I will put up a few pictures on either side of me here so you can see what I'm talking about. And of course, if you follow me on Instagram, you've definitely already seen it. So I'm not going to talk too much about them because that video is just directly talking about those items. The other thing I made to wear with the So Over It jumpsuit that I made is the Fresh Blazer from Winter Wear Designs. So that is right here. I will take it down so you can kind of see, but I do talk about this in that jumpsuit video as well because I made it to wear with it as a full-on outfit. So it's a very simple blazer with one button in the front, and I made it out of some stretch cotton to match. But you guys can go check out that video once it's up and find out about that one as well. What else? I made some Mila Dungarees shorts. So I bought some denim, stretch denim from Fabricland a while ago. It was like $5 a meter. And after completely loving my kind of coral colored Mila Dungarees, I really wanted a denim pair. But since it's summer, I wanted to make a shorts pair. And since this like summer's ending soon, I really wanted to get my butt into gear to do it. So the only thing I haven't done to them as I'm like filming this, but I do plan to do soon, is I haven't tacked the rest of the strap back. I've just been putting it underneath the front bib and then you can't see it. I did the traditional pocket in the front and double top stitching on the kind of front and back bib. So I think I'm going to go back and do the same double top stitching on my pockets. And then they're a little bit wrinkled because I wore them yesterday. And then just a normal hem. So basically what I did was I went back to the pattern and made my adjustments because I had a lot of fit issues with the original Mila Dungarees, and I think that's because it didn't print properly. And then I have a big difference between my waist and my hips. I'm never straight on with a pattern. I'm always in between a bunch. So I made a lot of adjustments and these fit much better, thank goodness. So I actually cut a 10-inch inseam for the pant because I wasn't sure how long I wanted the shorts, and then I ended up cutting off 2 inches and then hemming them, so that was probably about another 1.25 inches altogether. I just did a little double fold. So that's what I've got left for my inseam. Top stitching. I was gonna put that added pocket on the front, but I just decided to leave it out, because there is an add-on for that if you want it on the, I think it's on the on Tilly's website. The back pockets, and then I got these really cute brass, there we are, kind of flower design buttons, if it'll focus, there we go. And I ended up putting an extra button down the side, so I've got 3 below the waistband. I think the pattern just calls for 2. And then so 2 here and then 1 up here, but I found that it bulged a little bit here with my other pair, so I put 3. But when I bought these buttons, I originally only bought enough for what the pattern said, so I used all of these ones that I had, and I didn't have enough for the top, so I just opted to use the buttons that came with the clip. But since then I have stopped into Fabricland and bought another package of these ones. I love these, they're so pretty. So I'm going to switch these ones out. I just haven't done it yet because, I mean, it's still wearable. And the other thing I did was I just used a a navy colored cotton just for like a lining to the bib instead of doing just the facing, because I didn't really have enough of the denim left over. And for some reason this denim really rubs off blue. I've washed it with vinegar, I've washed it twice, I've washed the fabric twice, and then I've washed this already. So for some reason the dye is still coming off a bit, so I think it was a good idea that I opted for this in the beginning, because I was worried about the denim rubbing on whatever kind of shirt I'm wearing. And I didn't worry too much about the waistband just because it is such a small area. But other than that, those turned out really well. You guys have been really loving the pictures that I posted on Instagram, so I'm so happy to have a shorter pair now, because I wish I made them earlier on in the summer, but it just didn't fit in. But I've got them now, thank goodness. Next thing I made was a preteen bralette for someone in my life who's at that age, and I had some fabric left over that she really liked. It's the Pink Kitty cotton lycra. It's from Urban Custom Fabrics, and I just kind of whipped one together with stuff I had at home. It was just scraps and some elastic and rings and stuff like that, so I just threw it together. I haven't seen it on her yet to see if it fits, so I'm not sure if it's like the right size yet. I did have her measurements and I kind of made it to how I thought. I'm thinking it might be a bit big, but she is going to grow, so it's not too big of a deal. And if I need to take it in, I made it very easy to alter, so you'll just see that picture up here, and it was super fun to make. And I have a baby shower to go to, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it because of my other surgery that I have to attend the day before. So I'm not sure if I'm going, but I did make some stuff. So first I made these little booties, and the mom of the baby really loves elephants, so I cut out some little elephants from some vinyl. And this is the Schwinn and Schwinn baby booty pattern. It's a free pattern, and I do have a video on how to make these if you're interested. So I just used some leftover. This is like an upholstery fabric that I've used to make a jacket out of before. It's like a pink and cream. Got the grip fabric on the bottom. This is the 12 to 18 months, I believe, size. I've got a little button on top. It's a flower left over from my stash. I put a snap underneath instead of doing like a button and buttonhole, so I find that easier. Not only to sew, but just, you know, when you're trying to get it on a moving kid too. And then the inside, I had some of this scrap left. It's just a really soft fleece. So I put some interfacing in here as well, just to make sure it has enough structure to hold the toe up. And yeah, just did some top stitching. These things are so easy to make, so quick to make, and it's great to use up scraps that you have. So if you have a baby arriving in your life and your family, these are a great gift. And then I also had some of this fabric left, just a tiny little bit, so I made a little Christmas outfit. So I've got a little hat. She was born in July, so hopefully all of this should fit her by then. But it's just a little easy hat. This is one of the free patterns from Patterns for Pirates, I believe. They have a whole little baby set that's a free PDF pattern. And then I made these little leggings to go with them. And this is a free pattern in that baby collection as well. And I am going to be making one more thing for that baby shower. She was having a hard time finding a baby sleep sack or swaddle type thing that fit her baby because she's really long. So I just said, I'll make you one and I'll have it ready for the baby shower. So the baby shower is actually a week today as I'm filming this. So I'm going to be making that this week. So I will show you guys on Instagram once I finish it. And I made two Artisan camis, which I had planned for this month to use up some scraps. So I made this purple one. I've had this scrap in my bin since I was in school. So I made this purple one, just exactly how it says. The only thing I had to do was put a center seam in the facings because I didn't have enough to cut them on the fold. But it's just this, oops, sorry, I kicked the camera. It's just this purple fabric that has like a bit of a crinkle to it. I'm not even sure of the content at this point. I bought it a really long time ago. But I do have to shorten the straps a bit because it is hanging a bit low. But just a simple Austin cami. And then I made the one that I'm wearing. I did it a little bit different because I didn't have enough of this fabric again. So what I did was I used an elastic, where am I here? Over here, binding for the edge, and then I had these little kind of embroidered lace flowers that I put right here to kind of cover up everything that's underneath. I did the same thing for the armholes and the back. And then since I had kind of a big strip of fabric that was left out of my scrap, I just cut the bottom half of the Austin cami out of what was left and then just put a couple pleats. So I put 2 on the side here and then 1 smaller one in the middle, and then I have some in the back as well. So it kind of gives it more of a peplum top look. And yeah, it's really cute. I enjoy this one. I'm glad I used the little flowers and stuff like that to kind of jazz it up. This video is already up on YouTube. It's a little tutorial how I added this exposed zipper and binding to this lace top. So I just thought I would add that in quickly if you guys haven't seen that video. It's definitely a good little way to alter something that you already have. Maybe it's in your stash, or maybe it's already in your closet and you just want to spice something up, or maybe if something's a little too small now, this can just add a little bit of detail and a little extra moving space. I thrifted this a while ago and it was easy to get on, but it was difficult to get off, so that's why I put this zipper in. And the other thing that was an alteration that I just wanted to mention because I think it might be really useful for those of you who don't know about this pattern, or maybe you have stuff in your closet that could use it. But these are some leggings. I love these leggings. It has a beautiful flower print on it that I won in some kind of raffle contest at an event. And they had just an elastic band at the top. And the crotch length was huge. I could like pull it up here. That being said, I have a short torso, so maybe that was why. But if you guys have never tried the contoured waistband from Patterns for Pirates, it's from their Peg Legs pattern. It's a free pattern. They have an add-on pack for that that's also free, where you can add like a strip down the side and put like a pocket for like athletic leggings, and then the contoured waistband. I'm telling you, this thing is freaking magical. It just kind of sucks in everything that you've got there. It just like feels like you're held in place. And I've also seen a lot of people post that if they put like a layer of power mesh in between whatever fabric they're using, it almost acts like shapewear. This thing is freaking amazing. So I just cut that stupid elastic waistband off, made sure that my back was higher than my top, so I did curve it to match this pattern piece, and then I added it on. It's just a black cotton lycra. So that's what it's like in the front. It comes down and around, and then at the back it comes up higher. So your legging should be higher in the back to kind of go around your butt kind of shape. And this is like longer, so it just kind of holds everything in that you may have. And then at the top, I like to, when I serge it together, serge a piece of elastic in the top. I don't really stretch it at all. I just put it in there, and then I like to roll it a bit to the underside so my seam is underneath, and then that elastic is right on the edge. So this was a bit wider elastic than my serging, so that's how I can kind of get that effect. And then I just put some stitching on. This is a 3-step zigzag, but sometimes I've just used the regular zigzag before. But I'm telling you, this just makes these leggings top notch. So comfortable. And the last thing I wanted to throw in, I just wanted to mention that I did make a bralette that somebody ordered from my Etsy shop. So I'll put a little picture in here as well. I was so excited to make this bralette because I have not been working to promote my Etsy site. I have not been like trying to sell. I haven't been adding things to my shop. I literally haven't been doing anything with it because, I mean, mostly I've just been working on my YouTube channel because I find it more exciting. But I really need to work on my Etsy shop because that's really what I should be doing, is trying to sell my own items. But as soon as I got home from my surgery, someone actually ordered and it just gave me so much more inspiration to kind of get back into it. And she had a larger bust, so I did make some adjustments for that. It is a bralette, so of course, you know, you think about having a little bit extra support, but of course it's not full-on support. So I was kind of weighing my options of how to make that better for her. So I ended up layering 2 pieces of the mesh together, and then after I sent it off, I was so excited. I packaged it up all nice, and I put a note inside of my cards and, you know, all this stuff, and I was so excited to send it off. And then the next day, she was also Canadian, so it didn't take that long for her to get it, and it said that it was delivered online, and all of a sudden I just got this sinking anxiety, and I was, you know, kind of scared, because I think when you have a larger bust, it's harder for you to fit those items, and so I was really worried that it wasn't big enough, or that it wasn't going to, you know, hold her all in, cover everything. So I was like, I'm not going to check my email, I'm too scared. But she sent me a message, and she said that it fit perfectly and that she was so happy with it, and she was just thanking me, and I just felt so happy that I was able to make something that fits someone perfectly without even seeing them, and just knowing a couple of her measurements. It just brought new life back into me for my Etsy shop, and I just really want to get back into it and start making new items and just try to grow it as much as I can. And I don't know, that is probably one of my proudest makes this month, because it just made me so happy that I was able to fulfill this order that was a little bit tricky, and it just went so well and perfectly. So thank you so much to that person who ordered. You really made my day, and it seems like I made yours too, so that was really awesome. And if there's any other makes I can think of, or things that I've made at work, I will post some pictures here as well. There's one thing that I'm just thinking of now. I just made a dress the other day. Joanne cut it out for me. She's the shop owner, so she cut it out to the lady size, and then I just sewed it up. So that's one thing I know I can throw in here picture wise. But like I said, August has been crazy because of my surgery and being sick for like a week prior to the surgery, and then getting the surgery, and then recovering from the surgery. So I was kind of away from work for like 2 weeks. So I don't think I've really sewn a lot of custom stuff. It's just been mostly alterations. But if there is anything else, I will throw it up here or over here. But I think that's all that I can think of for right now. So as many of these things as I got through, it is so crazy to think that I was so sick in August and had all these things going on that I still made all these things. It's absolutely crazy. I'm really proud of myself for hustling and getting it done, and hopefully I will be able to get just as much done in September, or at least maybe not in my own sewing, but in other projects as well. So I'm going to try super hard to do that. But I do have some September plans that I think I really do need to get done this month, because I mean, it's going to be fall and I should get to some of these, because I've been saying that I've been wanting to make them all year long, and I've just been pushing them because the weather wasn't cold enough. I didn't think I could wear them yet. So how many months have I been saying the harissa vest into a jacket over and over and over? I swear I'm going to make it this month, if not November, but I cannot push it any further because, or not November, October. What am I saying? Getting ahead of myself. Going to make it in September. I need to. I think it's the perfect fall style jacket for what I have in my head anyways. Make 9 coat. I have only made one Make 9 item this year so far. We're already like more than halfway through the year. This is not okay. But there's a jacket that I really want to make, so I need to get on that. This is bad. Okay, I have some red fabric in my bin that I think would make a really nice jacket, so let me just go and grab that and I will show you. So this is the red fabric. I got it at Fabricland. I've been like eyeing this for a long time, but it was super expensive. Like, I think it was like 30 something a meter, and then I think they were trying to get rid of it, and it was like, I think it was $9 a meter or something. Anyways, I can't even remember what this is, but it's got this really pretty like lace design on it. It's super soft, and then on the underside is this really nice cream color. So I think that this would make a really cool unlined jacket, and just do like some binding finished edges or something like that. But I have a pattern. Which one is it in? Here. two jacket patterns that I bought at the Creative Festival that I think might work. So I've got this J. Lee pattern, number 2680. Sorry, I'll try not and catch the glare. Maybe the technical is a little easier. I think that would be a cool coat to make. There we go. I think that would be a really cute style. Or this one, which I bought as well. It's a Berta 6987. I think that's super, super cute. I really like the kind of shawl collar into a hood style. You can see the technical there. It's a little bit easier. If you guys like one of these over the other, let me know. I'm kind of thinking the Berta, just because I can kind of see how I could put it together really nicely. Actually, this one here has got like some kind of vinyl leather kind of pocket, and I've got some of that black left over from my backpack. That might look really cool with this. Anyways, if you have another pattern that you think would make a cool jacket for this, let me know. But I just thought it would make a really cool jacket for fall winter season. And I don't really have that many jackets, and I don't really wear that many either, but for some reason I really enjoy making jackets. So yeah. What else? Oh my gosh, ginger jeans. I'm going to make the ginger jeans this month. So when I bought that stretch denim for my Mila Dungaree shorts, I bought another bundle as well, specifically to make ginger jeans. I already have the pattern, it's already printed, I just need to put it together. I have the thread, zipper. I don't think I'm going to do any of the rivets or anything for this first one. I think I'm just going to make it as simply as possible and just do more top stitching styles with it. So yes, I really want to make the ginger jeans. I have on here my boyfriend's outfit, which I think I talked about in this last style video. So we have his fabric washed and prepped, and we cut out the pattern that we found online and put it together. We've done another portion of the video that we needed to do, but we need to find some more items to actually make it, because he's got some specific fabric details in mind for other spots. Sorry, I'm trying not to give it away as I'm explaining. So we can't do anything right now until we find those other items, and then we have to alter the pattern a bit to fit him. So and the pattern was in like Japanese or something, I don't know. We figured it out, we put it together, and it looks not too bad, but I think we need to make it a bit bigger in spots and smaller in others. It's kind of an odd pattern, but I think it'll work. So we'll see if we can do that in September. It might even get pushed further along, which I'd rather it not, but you know, everybody's got a busy schedule. What else? I have down here again, this is from last month as well, lace tops with knit lining. I have a ton of lace, and I just want to make some simple like tops with just a knit lining underneath and like a lace little sleeve, t-shirt sleeve. It will take me no time at all once I make like a simple pattern or actually cut out one. But I think once I cut out one, I'll just cut out a bunch and just make a bunch at a time, because I think it's a great style. I love wearing lace tops. It's like my favorite, and it's fall. It's time for some new just like general tops that I can wear to work. And another Make 9 thing that I wanted to do this month is a bralette. So I'd said that I wanted to design and draft a new style of bralette and make a new pattern, because I have kind of just a general one that I've altered into a couple different styles that I offer on my Etsy site, but I want to make a new one, so I should really do that this month. I almost like counted the teen bralette that I made as like the one, but I thought, you know what, no, I'm gonna like do something really cool and not count this like kind of simple one as the one, because I want to get creative with it. And the last thing I have on here is backpack pattern. So I asked you guys when I put out that video showing my backpack that I made, asking if you guys wanted a PDF pattern. And I honestly am not sure if I'm going to be able to do it this month, but I really want to make a PDF pattern because I think it won't be that difficult to do, and I want to kind of teach myself how to do a simple one. But the making of the pattern isn't that difficult. It's the instructions and writing everything out. So I do have someone that wants to make it and test out my pattern and everything, and I might put it out to you guys as well. I was actually thinking of putting it out like for sale for a few dollars, not too expensive, but then donating that money to the not-for-profit that I'm working for, just because I think I would normally put it out for free just as my first kind of test pattern, and I am going to make it a little bit more simply than kind of as hardcore detailed as I did my own, so it will be easier for a more intermediate sewer. I don't think it'll be for a super beginner, but if you're an intermediate sewer, I think you could definitely do it. But yeah, I don't know. There's so much to do for our not-for-profit because our trip is coming up really soon. I have to write and create all this stuff, so I know I've said this a few times now, but it's going to be crazy busy, so I'm going to see if I can fit that in because I think it might just be a fun thing that I could do as a small little fundraiser. We're going to try and fundraise as much as possible, and I'll be sharing those types of things if I think it's relevant for you guys or if you're interested. I'll leave the website down below and any information I think you guys would be interested in. We are actually ordering just some African cotton fabric just in yards, and we're going to put it up on the website for sale and use that as fundraising. So if you guys are interested in some fabric from Rwanda, they'll be in some really beautiful prints. I will let you guys know when that's live, and we'll be selling some sewn items as well. But I put in the effort and said we need to order some fabrics because I think there'll be a few people that will be really interested in getting some really good quality Katingi fabric. So I will let you know when that is available. So, I think I've been blabbering enough about this August makes and September plans video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys made last month and what your next monthly plans are. I would love to know what you're up to and what you're currently sewing. Let me know down in the comments below any questions you have about Doda International, the not-for-profit that I work with, or any of the patterns, or if you have any recommendations for coat patterns or anything else that I talked in this video. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Make sure to check out Instagram. I've been sharing a lot more often there lately, and I love interacting with you guys there. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe down below if you have not already. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you next time, crafters. Bye!